Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so sorry I have been gone for so long, but I am trying to be better about posting videos and pictures and content for you guys. Before we get into this video, I thought I would just share with you guys what I've been up to, where I've been, why I've been completely MIA for like 2 months now. I have just recently moved from Whitehorse, Yukon to Vancouver, BC. It was a big ordeal for me. I just started my makeup diploma at Blanche Macdonald, which is super exciting. It's been so much fun so far. I've already learned so much, and we've literally had like 5 classes, something like that. I've been in Vancouver now for just under 3 weeks, I think, and I am loving it so much. I'm finally getting totally settled into my new place. I've got a bit more of a routine now, got a job, going to school. We are set. With that all being said, I really hope that I'm going to be able to be a lot more consistent for you guys with posting content on like Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all of the above, because I've missed you guys a lot, and I was really sad not being able to post a lot for you guys, because that's something that I love doing. I love being able to interact with you, and I love being able to do makeup essentially. So it was actually kind of a total bummer to not have the time to do all that. Between graduating and working and moving down here, it has just been so hectic. So if you guys will forgive me, I would like to formally apologize for being gone for so long. Anywho, with all that aside, let's get into the video. This was a highly requested one. This was actually a look that I posted like quite a while ago, like I think it was back like during the winter, and I just never got around to filming it. I told you guys that I would, and I didn't. My bad. But here we are. Let's get into it. Alright, so I'm just going to start off by priming my face with my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. As you guys know, this is my go-to primer. This bottle in particular is almost dead, but I've got like 6 others in my drawer, so. Alright, so next I'm going to grab my NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation in the shade Light 2 Mont Blanc. I love this foundation so much. I've used it in previous videos. I actually had a different shade of it. I had like a shade darker, and it was really yellow on my skin tone, so I got a lighter shade, actually because I dropped the other bottle on the floor, but this one works even better. So I'm just gonna I've had really bad luck with getting foundation all over my clothing recently, so I've been just kind of doing like a little hand guard thing. And then I'm just gonna take my Morphe E44 buffer brush and buff that out. Okay, so with my foundation all done, I actually am going to go in and prime my eyelids right now. So this is my Wonder 2 Prime and Behold Professional Primer for Color Cosmetics. Alright, next I'm going to grab my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral. I have been using the heck out of this recently. I love it to bits. Alright, and then just going back in with my same Morphe E44 brush, I'm just going to blend that out. Okay, so now that I've got my concealer all blended out, I'm going to grab my Cover FX Translucent Light Powder and my Morphe M438 brush. It's just sort of like a tapered powder brush. I've used it in previous videos as well. And I'm just going to use this one to set my under eyes, and then I'm going to take a different powder brush for the rest of my face, one with a little bit more surface area. I just really like this one because it's really good at getting like right into the corner of your eye, just to kind of... I literally don't know where I was going with that, but it gets into the corner of your eye really well. Okay. I'm also going to use this brush, taking a little bit more powder just to set right in my smile lines, because I tend to crease a lot there, and I find I need to focus a little bit more powder there. Alright, so with my under eyes and my smile lines thoroughly set, I'm gonna take this larger powder brush. Doesn't have a name, it's just big and fluffy. So I'm gonna take the rest of my powder and set the rest of my face. Okay, so with my face all set, I'm gonna go into doing some bronzing, contouring, highlighting, blush, all that super fun stuff. So to kick things off, I'm gonna grab my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and this little kind of flat kabuki brush from Eco Tools. I've been using this forever. You guys know it is my go-to. I'm just gonna take some of that. Okay, we're all bronzed up, still looking kind of crazy. To bring back a little bit of my normal color to my face, rather than just this yellow and brown or whatever else is happening right now, I'm gonna grab my Essence Blush Up Powder Blush in the shade 10 Heatwave and my angled blush brush from Luxie. It is the number 504. I haven't filmed in so long, I feel like I'm so disorganized. Like literally everything that I'm trying to talk about, I have no idea what I'm talking about, so bear with me if this video is a complete mess, you guys. Please. I love this blush because I definitely like to lean towards more of a kind of peachy toned blush, and I like this one because it kind of gives you an option. See, it's like more peachy toned on this side, pinker on that side. So I generally focus the peach a little bit more on the on like the apples of my cheeks, and then take the pink up my cheekbones a little bit. Alright, after my blush, I'm going to take my Too Faced Koko Contour Chiseled to Perfection Face Contouring and Highlighting Kit. That is a mouthful. We're just going to call it the Koko Contour Kit. And I'm going to take my Morphe M104 angled brush. I just got this yesterday and I'm pretty sure it's intended for blush, but I'm going to use it for contour. And I'm going to take the shade Medium Cocoa first. I've used this palette so much. Yeah, I've had it for a long time. Anywho, gonna take Medium Cocoa and apply that into my cheekbones. And then for my nose contour, we're gonna try something different today. Woo! Who doesn't love trying new things? A lot of people, but I do. So I'm gonna take this Morphe M164 little kind of flat angled brush, and I'm gonna use it to contour my nose. So I'm gonna grab that same Medium Cocoa shade and just do the sort of two lines right down my nose. Ooh, she's skinny. And then I'm gonna take a little bit more and just starting from kind of the tip of, like just slightly lower than the very tip of my nose, I'm gonna do another line, just to kind of shorten it a little bit. Then going back to my angled M104 Morphe brush, I'm gonna grab the lightest shade in the contour palette, Light Cocoa, and just gonna use that to clean up the nose contour. So next I'm gonna get into doing some brows because again, that is another thing that I do not have. So I'm gonna grab, you guessed it, my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the shade Ebony. This thing is so old. So we're gonna grab that, and I'm also going to grab my little angled brow brush from Anastasia. I don't remember what this one was called. I think it was like the number 12 or the number 14 or something, the skinnier one. And I'm gonna do my brows real quick and I will be right back. It's your girl, back with some eyebrows. Okay, so getting into the eyeshadow, I started filming it and then I realized that I forgot to turn the music down that I was listening to while I was doing my brows. So this is take number 2 on the eyeshadow. I already started, but that's okay, I'll catch you guys up. So first I set my eyeshadow primer with a mixture of this white shade and this sort of nude shade from the Morphe 35B palette. I forgot to do it in one video and you guys just couldn't handle it apparently. There were a lot of very unhappy comments. Like, oh, why didn't you set your eyeshadow primer? Oh, you didn't set your eyeshadow primer. Oh, you probably don't know what you're doing. Why didn't you do that? I forgot. Let a girl live. So, after I set my eyeshadow primer, because that is very important, I took this yellow shade right here from the 35B palette and started applying that into the crease as a transition shade and just taking it up the brow bone just a little bit. So I'll zoom you guys back in here. Ooh, nice and pale. Okay, so with that yellow in the crease and all nicely blended out, I am going to then grab an orange shade. I'm going to take this one from the 35B palette as well, and put it in sort of the same place as the yellow shade, just not quite as high up, because we're doing we want a really smooth transition going from yellow to orange slash kind of pinky, and then we've got some purple happening. There's a lot of colors here, but we're gonna go with the orange first. Okay, so now that I've got the yellow and the orange in place, I'm gonna take this poppin' pink color right here. I just pointed at the green one. I'm gonna take this poppin' pink color right here and put that in, yeah, sort of the same spot as the orange, and just kind of mix those together. Okay, so with that pink in place, we're now going to focus on darkening up the outer corners of the crease. So I'm going to just switch to a smaller brush really quick. Okay, so taking my Morphe E17 shadow brush, which is just a little bit smaller so you can really get into the crease, I'm going to switch over to the Morphe 35C palette, and I'm going to take this kind of magenta color right here and put that into the outer corner of the crease. Make sure that color is really well blended, but also try to avoid covering up the yellow because it really makes it a really colorful and smooth transition if you can keep the yellow kind of visible. Alright, and then just to add even still a little bit more depth to it, I'm going to take this really dark purple shade from the Morphe 35B palette. This one, I'm actually going to take kind of a mix of both of those two right there. The top one's a little bit more blue, the lower one's a little bit more pink. And just mix them together a little bit. And yeah, just focusing those ones really tightly in the outer corner. You're not wanting to take that too far across the lid, or else it's going to make the look too dark. Okay, so with that purple in there, I'm just going to switch back to my Morphe E22 brush, and I'm going to pick up a little mixture of a little bit of the hot pink and a little bit of the orange again, and just go over it to try and warm it up and brighten up those colors just once more. And because I'm a dummy and can't even listen to my own instructions, I covered up pretty much all of the yellow. So I'm going to go back in with that yellow and just go really softly along the outer edge of where I've got the eyeshadow, just to try and get that yellow back as that transition shade. Whoop, there it is. Got the yellow back. Alright, so now that I've got those crease shades and like the base shades all laid out, we can move on to the lid. We're doing a half cut crease with kind of a pinky opalescent, if that's a word, I think opalescent's a word, color on the lid. You have sort of a couple different options for the shade that we're going for. I am going to be using this one that I got from Makeup Forever. It's one of their star powders. I honestly could not tell you what the shade is, but it comes in a little package like this. And I don't know if you guys can see in there, it looks white, but it actually has a lot of like kind of pinky reflects in it. Your other options are, there's one in the 2015 Too Faced Christmas collection, if you have that one, or there is one from Smashbox as well that they used to have in their little kind of round trios of eyeshadow. But if you guys can't find this particular sort of shade that I'm going to be using, something along the lines of just a really, really light shimmery pink will work really well too. Okay, so for the cut crease, I'm going to take my Shape Tape concealer and this little flat concealer brush that I need to wash, and we are going to carve out the eyelid. That sounds really awful. We're going to trace the line of where we want to put the lid shade. Okay, so gonna take a bit of concealer on the brush and just shake that out. Okay, so once you have some sort of moderately even creases cut out with concealer there, you can take whatever eyeshadow I just had a lengthy discussion with you about, and I prefer a sort of flat eyeshadow brush. This one's from Glow, doesn't have a name, and you're just going to pick up some of that product and pack it onto where you applied your concealer. Pretty simple. Okay, so this isn't the exact shade that I used the first time that I did the look. So although it does have that kind of like iridescent opal-y sort of look to it, it has a lot of blue reflects in it too, whereas the first one that I used was much more pink. I could not see that in the jar until it was more sheared out. So what I'm going to do is just grab a pink shimmery shade and just go over top of it a little bit just to bring back a little bit of that pinkness that I was hoping for. The particular pink shade that I'm going to grab is actually from a Too Faced palette. This is from the Christmas collection, the 2015 one I think that I was talking about, and it is the shade Je T'aime, this little shimmery pink one. I mean, this color doesn't look bad, I was just thinking like a little more pink than this. Okay, that's a little bit better. So with that all sorted out, all we have left to do with the eyeshadow is blend the outer corner of the cut crease together with your outer crease shade that we already have there. So I'm going to go back to my Morphe E17 brush and I'm going to pick up that purple shade, not from this palette, the purple shade from the 35B palette that I was using before, and just blend that together like crazy. So this one right here, I'm going to use only the lighter one though this time, just because it's the transition between it, right? Like you don't want the super dark one. I might even throw a little bit of hot pink on top of this afterwards, just to kind of at least create the illusion that the color that I used on the on my lid was more pink than it is. Okay, I really like the look of the purple. but I am going to add a little bit more pink to it, as I said that I probably would, and as I feel like I kind of do with every look. I always just think that it needs a little bit more pink, and there's no problem with that. So I'm going to take that hot pink color again and just kind of blend it in between the purple and the shimmer shade that we put on the lid, just to add a little bit more pink. So with the eyeshadow completed, I'm going to take my NYX Liquid Matte Liner in black and do a nice big wing, because that is what I always do, and I love a good strong wing. So yeah. Okay, with my liquid liner done, I'm going to grab my Makeup Forever Aqua XL eye pencil and line my lower lash line with that. So let's get into the other stuff there is to do, starting with the mascara. I received another gift from Becca Cosmetics when they sent me the eyeshadow primer. They also sent me a mascara. It is their Wonder Extensions Lash Extension and Volumizing Mascara. We're gonna give it a go. Okay, you guys, this mascara is amazing. I'm on board with this. I am on board with this. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop some falsies on real quick. I'm gonna be wearing the Koko lashes in the style Venus. They are my absolute favorite right now. So yeah, BRB. I'm back, got some lashes, threw some hoops on, because what look isn't improved by a giant pair of hoops? None. Every single look looks amazing with hoops. Need some highlighter and some lipstick, and then that's it. So for my highlighter, I'm going to use my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop, which I haven't used in forever, but I feel like it'll complement this look really well. It is still broken, just so you guys know. I think I mentioned it in like my first video that I ever filmed. Have not fixed it. But yeah, I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to grab my Luxie 522 tapered highlighter brush, and just gonna go to town. Okay, for my lipstick, I'm going to start with this lip liner. It is called Beauty for Real. I'm sure it probably has a more specific name, but that is literally all it says on the pencil. So it is a nude lip liner, and we're gonna use it. Okay, so got my lips all lined, looking a little bit crazy. I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Pure Hollywood Liquid Lipstick. I love this shade. I just got it not that long ago. Obsessed. Obsessed. I'm pretty sure Nicole Concealio uses this one a lot, and she's just amazing, so yeah. Had to. Woo! There we go. Alright, so I've got my lashes, I've got my lipstick, I've got my highlighter. This is a completed look if I have ever seen one. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed filming it for you. I absolutely love working with these colors, these really warm, sort of sunsetty colors, and I just love this look so much. I would wear it every single day if I could. With the little bit of purple in the outer corner of the eye, I think it has a really kind of like tropical fish sort of look to it almost. That is the end of this video. I hope you guys again enjoyed it. Leave a comment below if you did, or if there's any other videos that you guys want to see me film. If you did like the video, leave a big thumbs up, because that'd be super cool. If you want to subscribe, that would also be really cool. I'm not going to tell you that you have to, because, you know, that's your choice. But I would love it if you did. I love when this family grows. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I love you guys so much. Thank you for your continuous support, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah. I'm also going to use this brush to do... that as my transition shade. I'm gonna use that. And we'll see where it goes. Oh my god. Okay. What? What the hell? What is... What? I'm a little weenie who had some noodles. G, U, God, I don't know how to spell it. Oh my god. I can't speak English. Learn some freaking English, Allie.